It's time for a quick, delicious, and affordable dinner again, isn't it? Let's make a farmer's breakfast, just like they do.
Welcome to Cooking Lessons. From now on, I'll show you the best tips and tricks for your kitchen. So let's cook something nice together and turn you into a pro.
A nice portion. Boiled potatoes. This works wonderfully with leftover boiled potatoes. But I want to use only the best for you, so we have a decent portion of ham, bacon. That's almost 200 grams, an onion afterwards. Pickles as a garnish. And per person we make 3 eggs. And we need a little oil. So, just like Grandma, let's start by cutting the boiled potatoes. It's also fun. Of course, we first cut the fried potatoes, and a little tip. If they have been in the fridge beforehand, then they will cut perfectly. Don't cut them too thin because then you'll have trouble tossing and making omelettes. Just a bunch of broken pieces in the pan, that's not fun. The big pan is ready with this high edge. I think that's just perfect for an omelette. It needs to be nice and hot, of course. How do we check the whole thing? Let's add a little drop of water in there and look how it's sizzling around. So the pan is definitely hot. So little man, get out of here. The way is clear. Let's add oil to the pan. Of course, that needs to get a bit hot first. When frying the potatoes, I always add a bit more oil so that the potatoes get really nice and crispy. And now we add the boiled potatoes to our high-sided pan. And at this point, we season it right away. Whoever does it right away won't forget it. And we're going to let the fried potatoes get really nice and crispy here for a bit. And in the meantime, we can start chopping the onion. So the onion, you can actually cut it however you like, because a farmer's breakfast, the name says it all, is actually a very rustic dish. Still, I'm cutting some of my fried potatoes. The onions, always into as fine cubes as possible. So, the boiled potato slices have been in there for about 3 minutes now. Now let's take a look. If they already have some color, so come around here. Yeah, just a little bit, right? Here, let's take a look at this slice. Ah, yes, exactly. That's what we want. So, I can really toss with this pan here wonderfully. And the high edge helps me so that not too much falls to the side. And if this pan is too heavy for someone because of the thick material, they can just use a kitchen helper. It can also help with frying the fried potatoes. You can already crack the eggs. As I said, I always use 3 per person. Just crack them a little, like with scrambled eggs. Now those are some fried potatoes, at least on the way there. And anyone who thinks I had too much oil in the pan will see that the fried potatoes need it too. The potatoes have practically absorbed all the oil. Now we add our bacon because it also wants to be a little browned. And we toss it down. The onions are coming into play now because they definitely shouldn't burn. The bacon is already a bit browned, so now we add our diced onions. And very important, they should also be cooked through. Don't add the egg too early. Give the onions a chance to really cook through. Wow, that's going to be a big portion. So the onions are translucent, the fried potatoes are crispy, and the bacon is browned. Now our egg comes into play. We're just pouring that right on top here, spreading it out a bit as we go. And now either use a spatula or just toss it all together. That's important. The potatoes want to be held by the egg. And then we take our spatula and push the whole thing as an omelette to the upper side of the pan. And look here, you can already see that nothing is sticking, really nothing at all. And now it's important, a farmer's breakfast should have a bit of color too. That's why we won't flip it out right away. Let it fry a bit longer, but we're turning the temperature down to halfway from 9 to about 5. Unfortunately, my stove can't do 4.5. And let this whole thing set quietly and get a bit of color on the other side. We take the pan, we're taking a warm plate, we're folding it over like this. And you can't fake that now. And we fold it over like that, up. And I mean, that looks like something out of a coloring book for potato omelettes. What's still missing now is just a little bit pickles, a la grandma. Nothing else came close. Oh wait, one thing did come close. And that's freshly chopped parsley on top. And that's a cheap, quick, and super delicious dinner. Now we want to get to the bacon. I'm going to intentionally cut it a bit like this. Oh wow, an omelette. It doesn't get any better than this. It doesn't always have to be the expensive specialties. Sometimes fried potatoes with eggs are enough. It's just good. If you like it as much as we do, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I wish you lots of fun trying it out. Your color.
If you enjoyed this video and want to take your culinary skills to the next level, be sure to check out this next video. It's packed with even more tips and tricks that will help you become a master chef in no time. And don't forget to subscribe to Cooking Lessons for more delicious content every week. It's easier than you think.